Hi students, today we discuss about the epithelial tissue of the animal. So animal possess tissues. Tissue means a group of cells together form a tissue. The animals possess mainly four types of tissues, namely epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. So animals possess these four types of tissues, such as epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. The human beings are also possess these four types of tissues. First, we discuss about the epithelial tissue. The epithelial tissue derived from any of the three germ layers. So it develops from ectoderm and mesoderm and endoderm. So the epithelial tissue develops from or derived from any of the three primary germ layers. The epithelial tissue forms or lining the body wall, body cavities, vessels, ducts, etc. The epithelial tissue divides into mainly two types. Epithelial tissue divides into two types based on number of layers and shape of the cells. So epithelial tissue divides into two types based on number of layers and shape of the cells. Simple epithelium and compound epithelium. So the epithelial tissue divides into two types, mainly two types, simple epithelium and compound epithelium based on presence of number of layers and shape of the cells. Various glands in our body, various glands in our body made by epithelial tissue. Such type of epithelium is called glandular epithelium. Glandular epithelium. So, and various glands in our body made by epithelial tissue. Such epithelium is called glandular epithelium. First, we discuss about the simple epithelium. Simple epithelium. The simple epithelium is called unilayered epithelium. Unilayered epithelium. Unilayered means the cells of the simple epithelium arranged in single layer. So this is called unilayered epithelium. So the simple epithelium has single layer. Cells are arranged in single layer like this. So cells are arranged in single layer. The simple epithelium forms the lining of body cavities, lining of vessels and ducts. So simple epithelium has single layer. It forms the lining of body cavities, vessels and ducts. The simple epithelium helps in absorption, secretion, filtration, and diffusion of the substances. So the simple epithelium helps in absorption, secretion, filtration and diffusion of substances. Absorption means the blood vessels are absent in the epithelial tissue. So the epithelial tissue absorb the nutrients from the blood. Next, the simple epithelium absorb the digested food in the lumen of the alimentary canal into blood of wall of the alimentary canal. So it helps in absorption of the substances. Next, secretion. Some of the epithelial cells secretes mucus. So it helps in secretion. Next, the simple epithelium helps in filtration. The epithelial tissue helps in filtration in the nephron. So blood filter from blood vessels into nephron. In this process, nitrogenous waste are separated. Nephrons are located in the kidneys. So the simple epithelium filter these substances. Next, it helps in diffusion. Diffusion means the movement of ions from high concentration to low concentration is called diffusion. So the high concentrated substances moves to low concentration of places. This is called diffusion. So here the simple epithelium helps in diffusion. Next, the simple epithelium divides into three types based on shape of the cells. Shape of the cells. So simple epithelium possess single layer of cells. So it is called unilayered epithelium. The simple epithelium divides into three types based on their shape of the cells. Number one, simple squamous epithelium. Next, simple cuboidal epithelium. Next, simple columnar epithelium. So the simple epithelium or unilayered epithelium divides into three types based on the shape of the cell. Simple squamous epithelium, simple cuboidal epithelium, and simple columnar epithelium. First we discuss simple squamous epithelium. This is basement membrane, nucleus. So this is simple squamous epithelium. Generally, epithelial tissue rests on the basement membrane. Rest on the basement membrane. So the simple squamous epithelium. The simple squamous epithelium possess polygonal cells. Polygonal cells. Poly means many. So the simple squamous epithelium possess polygonal cells. So shape of the cell is polygonal. These are cells in the simple squamous epithelium are flat and tile-like. Flat and tile-like. The simple squamous epithelium appears like a tiles on the floor. tiles on the floor. So the simple squamous epithelium is also called pavement epithelium. Pavement epithelium. It appears like tiles on the floor. So it is also called pavement epithelium. So cells of the simple squamous epithelium are flat and tile-like. Tile-like. Next, each cell possesses a ovoid-shaped nucleus. Ovoid-shaped nucleus. Nucleus is located in the center of each cell. In the center of each cell. So it causes swelling or plugging of the outer surface of the cell. So nucleus, each cell of the simple squamous epithelium possesses a ovoid-shaped nucleus. It is located in the center of the cell. It causes plugging of outer surface of the cell. So middle of each cell is swollen. Middle of each cell is swollen because the ovoid-shaped nucleus is present in the center of each cell. Next, the simple squamous epithelium found in simple squamous found in terminal branchiole, terminal branchiole and alveoli of lungs, alveoli of lungs, walls of Bowman's capsule, Bowman's capsule of nephron, descending limb of loop of Henle, limb of loop of Henle, membranous labyrinth, internal ear, blood vessels, lymph vessels, heart, coelomic cavities, and rete testis. In the blood vessel and heart, it is called endothelium. Next, In the coelom, it is called mesothelium. As pleura, peritoneum, and pericardium. So the simple squamous epithelium found in terminal branchiole and alveoli of lungs. Terminal branchioles here in the respiratory system. This is trachea. Trachea divides into two branches. So this is trachea. These are bronchus. So it divides into two bronchi. Primary bronchi. Primary bronchi divides into secondary, which divides into tertiary bronchi. The tertiary bronchi divides into branchioles. Primary branchioles, secondary branchioles, and tertiary branchioles, which divides into terminal branchioles. So, terminal branchiole and alveoli of lung. Here, the trachea divides into two branches called bronchi. Primary bronchi. Each primary bronchi enter into respective lung. Here, the wall of the lung possesses small chamber-like structures called alveoli. Small chamber-like structures called alveoli. Alveoli are the sites of exchange of respiratory gases. So the respiratory gases exchange occurs between lungs and blood through alveoli. So alveoli are the sites of gases exchange. So the walls of terminal branchioles and alveoli of lungs possess simple squamous epithelium. Next, walls of Bowman's capsule of nephron. Nephrons are the structural and functional units of the kidney. Kidneys filter the blood for separation of nitrogenous waste. Here, each kidney possesses 1 million of microtubules called nephrons. Nephron possess Bowman's capsule, a cup-shaped structure called Bowman's capsule. Behind the Bowman's capsule, nephron possesses PCT, proximal convoluted tubule, and U-shaped Henle's loop. And DCT, distal convoluted tubule. This is collecting duct. So each nephron possesses cup-like structure called Bowman's capsule and tube-like structure. Tube-like structure possesses proximal convoluted tubule, U-shaped Henle's loop, and distal convoluted tubule and collecting duct. Here, the simple squamous epithelium present in the walls of Bowman's capsule of the nephron. Next, descending limb of loop of Henle. Here, the U-shaped structure of nephron is called Henle's loop. Henle's loop possesses two limbs. This is descending limb. This is ascending limb. Here, the simple squamous epithelium present in the descending limb of loop of Henle. So the wall of descending limb of loop of Henle possesses simple squamous epithelium. Next, the simple squamous epithelium present in membranous labyrinth of internal ear. Membranous labyrinth of internal ear. Next, wall of the blood vessels, wall of lymph vessels, wall of the heart, coelomic cavities, and rete testis. Rete testis means testes are the male reproductive organs. Inside of the testis divides into small chambers. Each chamber possesses seminiferous tubules. The seminiferous tubules produce sperms or male gametes. The seminiferous tubules of testis opens into net-like tubules. All the seminiferous tubules of a testis opens into net-like tubules called rete testis. So rete testis is the net-like tubules present in the testis. So wall of the rete testis possess simple squamous epithelium. Here testes are the male reproductive organs which produce male gametes or sperms. Next, in the blood vessels and heart, the simple squamous epithelium is called endothelium. Next, in the coelom, the simple squamous epithelium is called mesothelium. It is called pleura, peritoneum, and pericardium. Pleura is located around the lungs. So lungs are covered by simple squamous epithelium called pleura. Next, peritoneum. The organs are enclosed by simple squamous epithelium called peritoneum. Next, pericardium. Heart is covered by double-walled layer called pericardium. Here the pleura, peritoneum and pericardium protect the organs. Protect the organs. Here, the pericardium protect the heart. Pleura protect the lungs. Next, peritoneum protect the some internal organs. So, this is the simple squamous epithelium. Simple squamous epithelium is also called pavement epithelium. Cells are flat and tile-like. These are polygonal cells. The cells in the simple squamous epithelium arranged in single row or single layer. Next, simple cuboidal epithelium. So the cells in the simple cuboidal epithelium are cube-shaped structures. Cube-shaped. Cells in the simple cuboidal epithelium are cube-shaped. Spherical or round-shaped nucleus is present in the each cuboidal cell. It is located in the center of the cell. Located in the center of the cell. Next, the free surfaces of some of the cuboidal cells possess microvilli. Microvilli. So, some of the cuboidal cells of simple cuboidal epithelium possess microvilli. Microvilli. Such type of cuboidal epithelium is called brush-bordered cuboidal epithelium. The microvilli increases absorptive surface area. Absorptive surface area. The simple cuboidal epithelium found in salivary and pancreatic ducts, salivary and pancreatic ducts, thyroid follicles, parts of membranous labyrinth, parts of membranous labyrinth, seminiferous tubules, ferrous tubules, ciliary bodies, ciliary bodies, choroid and iris of eyes. Iris of eyes. Next, inner surface of the lens and the pigment cell layer of the pigment cell layer of the layer of retina of the eye. So the simple cuboid epithelium found in small salivary and pancreatic ducts. Here salivary and pancreas. Salivary glands are digestive glands. These are located around the buccal chamber, secretes saliva. Saliva contains ptyalin enzyme. It digests carbohydrates into maltoses. So, ducts of small salivary glands. Next, pancreatic duct. Pancreas is also a gland. It is a mixed gland. It acts as both endocrine and exocrine gland. Generally endocrine glands secretes hormones, exocrine glands secretes enzymes. So here the pancreas secretes both hormones and enzymes. So it is mixed gland. So ducts of pancreatic ducts. Next, thyroid follicles. Thyroid is also a endocrine gland. It secretes hormones, thyroxine hormone. So the simple cuboidal epithelium located in the small salivary and pancreatic ducts, thyroid follicles. Next, parts of membranous labyrinth of internal ear. Next, seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules are small tubules in the testis. Here, rete testis opens into seminiferous tubules. So, all of the seminiferous tubules possess simple cuboidal epithelium. Next, ciliary bodies, choroid and iris of eyes, inner surface of the lens and the pigment cell layer of retina of the eye. So, this is the simple cuboidal epithelium. Next, simple columnar epithelium. So here some free surfaces of some cuboidal epithelium possess microvilli. Example, wall of proximal convoluted tubule possess simple cuboidal epithelium with microvilli, which increases absorptive surface area. Next, simple columnar epithelium. in the simple columnar epithelium are tall, pillar, or slender like. So the simple columnar epithelium possesses long, pillar or slender-like cells. Each cell possesses a ovoid-shaped nucleus. It is located near to the base of the cell. Near to the base of the cell. Next, the simple columnar epithelium possesses goblet cells. Goblet cells. Goblet cells. Goblet cells secretes mucus. Goblet cells secretes mucus. So these are also called mucus secreting cells. Mucus is a gelatinous substance. It forms a layer inside the wall of some of the organs. Example, inside the wall of alimentary canal, a thick mucus layer is formed. It protects the wall of the alimentary canal from enzymes, HCl, etc. So, some of the simple columnar epithelium possess goblet cells or mucus secreting cells. Next, presence and absence of cilia. The simple columnar epithelium divides into two types: presence and absence of cilia. The simple columnar epithelium divides into two types. Simple ciliated columnar epithelium, simple non-ciliated columnar epithelium. Columnar epithelium. So, presence or absence of cilia. The simple columnar epithelium divides into simple ciliated columnar epithelium and simple non-ciliated columnar epithelium. First, we discuss about the simple ciliated columnar epithelium. The free surfaces of columnar cells possess short hair-like structures called cilia. So the columnar cells which possess cilia on its free surfaces called ciliated columnar epithelium. Ciliated columnar epithelium. So the free surfaces of columnar cells possess hair-like structures called cilia. So such type of columnar epithelium is called simple ciliated columnar epithelium. The simple ciliated columnar epithelium found in fallopian tubes, fallopian tubes, ventricles of brain, ventricles of brain. Next, central canal of spinal cord, central canal of spinal cord. So, the simple ciliated columnar epithelium found in fallopian tubes, ventricles of brain, and central canal of spinal cord. What are fallopian tubes? In female reproductive system, the female reproductive system consists of a pair of ovaries, uterus, and a pair of fallopian tubes.